Hey, your reusable water bottle might seem like an innocent hydration sidekick, but it's actually a thriving bacterial metropolis. Every drop of water in there is home to about 75,000 bacteria. And if you forget to empty it for just one day, that number skyrockets to 2 million per milliliter. Do the math, and your average 20-ounce bottle becomes a bustling city of over 1 billion bacteria. Now sure, most of these microscopic squatters are not just harmless but also friendly. The ones that live in our guts, for example, help us digest food and absorb important nutrients and vitamins. And since we have a good relationship with them, our immune system doesn't fight them off. Take E. coli, for example. This is usually one of the nice guys, and it shows up in our intestines just a few hours after we're born. But even the friendly ones can turn nasty when they mix with the wrong crowd. If the E. coli has lunch with some harmful bacteria and viruses, it will turn against you, causing diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and if things go south too fast, dehydration, and well, let's just say you'll be going offline permanently. And just because we have E. coli inside of us doesn't mean we should be drinking water filled with it, because the bacteria that live inside of us are different from the ones from the outside. Ideally, a cup of water should have zero amount of E. coli, but researchers discovered that 60% of the bottles they tested were so dirty it wasn't safe to use them anymore. They had a bunch of E. coli, Campylobacter, and Salmonella, creatures that can be found in raw products. We get rid of them when we cook our food. Now, you might fill your bottle with tap water because you think it's clean, but it's a 5-star resort for bacteria. First, they love hanging out in water pipes. And secondly, these guys like to breed, not just in hot places, but at room temperature too. Okay, so I'll just drink cold water. Well, no. Cold water slows them down a little, but they'll still multiply, just at a more relaxed pace. And even if you boil your water to get rid of germs, which, let's be honest, nobody does, your bottle will still repopulate with bacteria in no time. Now, the places where you take your bottle can make it all even more disgusting. Obviously, a trip to the bathroom will just invite E. coli to a pool party in your water. But even if you leave it outside, fecal bacteria can still travel to your drink if you forget to wash your hands. Taking your trusty hydration companion everywhere is the reason why a water bottle has twice as many germs as the kitchen sink and can have 4 times more bacteria than a computer mouse and 14 times more germs than a pet's drinking bowl. Disgusted yet? Well, hang with me a little more, it gets better. If you're using a plastic bottle, it's time to upgrade. Plastic is a bacteria magnet. Its porous surface makes it easy for microbes to cling to it and multiply, forming a slimy biofilm. You know that weird greasy feeling? Yeah, that's a bacterial colony. Plus, many plastic containers are made with BPA, a chemical used to make the plastic stronger. It leaches into your water, causing heart disease, diabetes, and hormone disruption. And if you're the type to toss protein shakes or juice into your bottle, well, you're just throwing a bacteria buffet. Sugar and protein powders turbocharge bacterial growth, and some of these bacteria can cause a serious urine tract infection. Just ask Kay Smith, a girl who spent months battling bronchitis and sinus infections before realizing her unwashed bottle was the culprit. When she finally cleaned it, the mold inside was so bad it could have been its own ecosystem. Our immune system usually handles harmful bacteria well, but if you overwhelm it with too many, you might just end up like Kay Smith and create dysbiosis, where bad gut bacteria outnumber the good. Constant bloating, foul gas, or constipation? That's your gut asking for help. So, how do you avoid turning your bottle into a biohazard? Wash it weekly with hot water and soap, scrubbing every nook and cranny, especially if it has a straw or a tricky lid. Rinse it daily, let it air dry upside down, and for the love of hygiene, stick to water. Other drinks just speed up bacterial growth. And never share your bottle. Your mouth has 600 types of bacteria, and while they're harmless to you, they might not play nice with someone else's system. Think we're done here? Well, not quite yet. There's a good number of household items that are plotting against you. Air fresheners and cleaning products are sneak attacking your lungs with nanoscale particles that react with the air to create toxic pollution. Even wax melts are bad for you because they react more with the air than normal scented candles do. Gas stoves are another hidden hazard, not just because they can leak and explode, but also because around 2 pounds of cooking oil emits 10 quadrillion ultrafine particles, rivaling a car's exhaust. Scented products are no better. 20 minutes of fresh linen bliss could flood your airways with up to 10 trillion particles. Another thing that is out to get you is plastic. By now, we all know that this amazing invention is basically the enemy of nature. And even if you ignore all the turtles and fishes in the ocean, plastic remains a problem. You know, it takes many diverse types of chemicals to produce all of our pots, bottles, plastic wraps, and takeout packaging. One to soften the plastic, another one to harden it, one to make it grease and stain resistant, one to make it flame retardant. Well, the list is endless. All of these products get into your food and drink in the form of invisible microplastics and chemical reactions, since plastic breaks down over time, especially if you heat it, if it's too old, or if it has been washed way too many times. In fact, plastics that are considered disposable should never be reused. Those chemicals build up inside of you and, over time, can make you sick, disrupt the production of hormones, and even ruin your reproductive activities. Even the baby inside the womb can get sick by association and develop behavioral, attention, and learning disorders. Our best friend of all time, plastic wrap, also releases chemicals into your food, especially if you use it to wrap fatty foods like cheese and butter. Don't believe me? In 2014, researchers found dangerous chemicals in beef, chicken, and pork sold in many grocery stores just because they were kept in plastic wrap. And since we're talking about plastic, it's time to address your eco-friendly black plastic spatula or sushi tray. They also come with a noxious bonus of flame retardants thanks to poorly made recycling, giving dark plastics nasty chemicals from their past lives. An old TV, for example, turns into a sushi tray, and now we have fireproof takeout packaging. Yay! This is simply great proof of how cutting corners while doing important things, like recycling, is always a bad idea. And speaking of half-baked attempts, did you know that a third of people wash their towels only once a month, and some nasty souls do it once a year? Not only is this disgusting, but it also turns your fluffy friend into a microbial Airbnb, hosting bacteria from your skin and gut. Even toilet plumes land on it because, sadly, flushing your poop sprays your towel with a fecal confetti. And just in case you are reusing bathwater, just like some people in Japan do, let me tell you, it's cute for water bills, but bad for hygiene, because laundry just redistributes the bacteria party. Besides, towels can harbor everything from salmonella to viruses. I'm looking at you, Mpox. If you wash your towels less than weekly, then congrats. They're now a biohazard and an eyesore. It's the same principle as your water bottles. Scrub them, you barbarian. The solution isn't complicated. Wash everything regularly and properly. Avoid plastics when possible, and stop pretending that quick rinses count as cleaning. Your immune system will thank you. Or, you could just accept your fate as a walking petri dish. Your call. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.